I shall return to this Bengal is written by Jabanda Das, one of the very famous poet from India. Jabanda Das is a poet, writer, novelist, and essayist. Das is mostly read after Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Das born on 17 February 1899 in Barishal, which is actually in Bangladesh now, but actually it was in India before partition. He died on 22 October 1954, Kolkata. He is one of the famous poet. As a result, he won Sahitya Academy Award. He is the poet who won the Sahitya Academy Award, and his famous poem we are discussing here. I shall return to this Bengal. I shall return to this Bengal. Why he is saying I shall return to this Bengal? The reason is very clean and clear, my dear friends, because actually he was belonged to Bengal before partition. Actually, he was in that area. He was living in that area, which is actually now in the Bangladesh. So he educated. He is educated in Delhi, Kolkata. But when there is in 1947 in the independence war, there was a partition of India and Pakistan. So that part was actually shifted into Pakistan. Later on, it turned into in Bangladesh. Okay, so he is in the love for his motherland. He is in love for his the place, his native place. But unfortunately, he has to shift in Kolkata. He was staying with his brother, and he remembered again and again the nature and the place, the different rivers and the animals and the plants and the farms and everything there. So therefore, he is again and again his mind is turning towards his native place, and therefore the title of the poem is I shall return to this Bengal. I shall return to this Bengal, to the Dhansiri bank, perhaps not as a man, but Myna or a fishing kite. Actually, I cannot go back to my native place. I shall return to this Bengal, to the Dhansiri bank. Dhansiri bank, it is one of the main river in that particular area where he was staying in Bangla. So he want to go there. He want to go back there, but he couldn't go there. So I could go there, perhaps not as a man, but not physically I could go there, but I could go there as a Myna or fishing kite, just like any bird. Like a bird, I could just fly in the sky and I could reach at my place. So, in short, these lines they are trying to express that he is very much interested to go back to his native place, but actually he was not able to go back, and that was his intention. We are able to see in these few lines. Or a dawn crow floating on the mist bosom to alight. Or I could go not as just a fishing kite, Myna, or a crow in a dawn time, floating there. Why? Because I am very much interested, or I very much long to see my nature in my native place. Even though I am staying in Kolkata, which is now in India, but it was my native place where I spent my childhood. I want to see that place. So I could go there as a crow, I could go there as a fishing kite, I could go there as a Myna, in the shade of the jackfruit tree in this autumn harvest land. So I want to go there, I want to sit somewhere just like a jackfruit tree, a kind of a tree, okay, where we can call as a jackfruit tree. On the jackfruit tree, I'll sit there in the shade of the jackfruit tree, and I'll try to enjoy the nature. So I am much interested to go back to my place, to Bengal, in this autumn harvest land, because he remembered the place, he remembered that the nature and the different seasons in that particular place. So therefore he is interested to go back, Myna, fishing kite, or crow, or maybe a duck, young girls bails on my red feet, or maybe a duck. I may just go back as a crow, I may go back as a Myna, fishing kite, or just a duck, a young girl bails on my red feet, because you know the feet of the duck, okay, so they are just red. So actually the poet physically cannot be, it's his imagination. It is his imagination that he want to go back like a duck, he want to go back to his place like a crow, he want to go back to his place like a fishing kite or Myna. So therefore he want to say that I want to go back as a duck, and young girl bails on my red feet, and a young girl, a little girl will come and she will have a bails on my feet, the feet which are a red one, because it is a feet of the duck. I will transform as a duck, and I'll go back to my Bengal. I will go to Bengal, okay, and a young girl will come and she will bring bales with her and she will tie on my right feet, drifting on a Kalmi scented waters all the day. And duck, as a duck, I will just I'll scented water all the drifting over there. I'll just live in that water. I'll just spend a full day of me in that the water which is scented like a spinach. Kalmi in the sense a spinach, like a kind of a vegetable. It is a kind of a smell that we could see in that particular water. So I could go there as a duck, I could go there as a crow, I could go there as a fishing kite, I could go there as a Myna, because I love my place called Bengal. For love of Bengal's river, fields, crops, I'll come this way, because I love my Bengal, I love my place, I love my native place, I love my rivers, I love my fields, I love my crops. So I come this way. I will come back to my place because I love my native place. To this sad green shore of Bengal, drained by Jalgi's way. Jalgi's waves, it is one of the branch of Ganga river. Ganga river, which is one of the biggest river in India, and it is drifted somewhere here in Bangladesh. So that sad green shore of Bengal, drained by Jalgi's wave. The shore is sad. Actually, the shore is not sad. The people are sad there, because this whole part, the whole part of India is divided into two countries called India and Pakistan. There is a partition of that part. The nature is not divided. The people has divided to different parts. So the mind of the people, they are very frustrated. So therefore the poet is frustrated. He is having the grief. He want to express this grief through this poem, with a kind of figure of speech he used over here. To this sad green shore of Bengal, drained by Jalangi's wave. I will go there, okay, to Jalangi's wave. It is one of the part of Ganga which is coming to Bengal, and I will range there because I am very interested to enjoy the nature of Bengal. Perhaps you will see a glass fly ride the evening breeze, or hear a barren owl call from the silk cotton tree. Actually, the different parts of nature, he just remember, he described in the poem. The evening breeze, and that the barren owl sitting on a silk cotton tree. Actually, it is impossible. The barren owl is a kind of very hard owl, a kind of very terrible owl, okay, that are sitting on a silk cotton tree. On sitting on a silk cotton tree, we are not able to see actually, okay, a kind of any kind of barren owl which will sit on a silk cotton tree. Actually, there are silkworms we are able to found on that particular tree, but the poet imagines like this, that I'll just be there to enjoy the different part of the nature. I could see the barren owl there. Barren owl is a symbol of, okay, what the wrong things happening over there, how the people are frustrated with this partition, how the people are getting pains because they have to leave their native place because of this partition. So these are the griefs, these are the pains, okay, to leave. Actually, these are the pains to leave the native place and to ship to India. That was the feeling we are able to see in this poem. A little child toss rice grains, the courtyard grass. A little child toss rice grains, the courtyard grass, or a boy on the Rupsa turgid, stream steer a dinghy. A little child toss rice grains, a little child who is not that much able to think about the importance of the grains or the rice or wheat or something like that. He's tossing them, he's making in vain use of that. So therefore he is not able to understand, okay, the use of the rice. So that was that what he just want to say. A little child toss rice grains, the courtyard grass, or a boy on the Rupsa turgid, stream steer a dinghy. And another boy who is just going through one little boat through water. So he see how the people are enjoying that particular part of Bengal. So I shall return back to Bengal. He want to go back, but he couldn't go because the partition is there. The part is divided, the part is separated, and these two different parts are called as India and Pakistan in that particular poem. With a torn wild sail, white egrets swimming through red clouds to their home in the dark, you will find me among their crowd. The same child is coming through the boat, okay, through the water, with a torn wild sail, white egrets, like that, like a birds or the pure people of Bengal. The people of Bengal, they are pure, but the people of this, the British rule and this what exactly happened, and these two different parts are divided into two countries. So the people, pure people, actually they are swimming through red clouds. Okay, that boy is the boy just going through the boat, swimming through the red clouds. Actually the clouds are not red. Look, the feelings of the people, they are going with a bloodshed is there. The people are separated, the people are having pains, the people are not interested to go to leave the native place and to stay somewhere else. Okay, that was the feeling over there. So the swimming through red clouds, the clouds are not red. Actually the red clouds are not red, but actually it is a kind of imagination the poet wanted. To their home in the dark you will find me among their crowd. So in that crowd, the crowd which is separated from India to Pakistan, and the crowd separated from Pakistan to India, you will find me there among that crowd. Okay, the people, those who are living there as a shelter room, okay, they are as a refugee, they are staying there. In that refugee crowd, I would be there. You will able to see me also there, because these are the feeling of my the separation of these two countries in independence of 1947. Even though he is in Kolkata, the poet, even though he is Kolkata, his mind is wandering somewhere back to his native place, because most of the period, most of the time he has spent in his childhood where in the Bengal. So he has to stay in Kolkata, but his mind was wandering and he want to go somewhere in Bengal, but it is not possible now to him, because this is a different country now called Pakistan. These are the what feeling we are able to see in this little poem. I shall return to this Bengal. Thank you so much.